I thought that they both weren't able to make it, or was that last time, Catherine?
That was last time. I didn't hear from them this time.
Okay. All right. So let's go. All right. So let's kick this off. I just want to welcome everybody to the Tuesday, August 17th PVC meeting, open forum. As we've been doing this Zoom now for over a year, we'll continue to follow the same guidelines. Tonight we have the approve the minutes. We have the main agenda item, the public safety complex and fire station updates, and we have other business. We do have one item that Erwin wants to bring up in the other business. But before I start, I want to introduce our newest member, Lynn. Welcome, Lynn, to the PVC. And I'd ask her to introduce herself, but I would just say that it's been a pleasure talking to her, and George has talked to her and hopefully provided some insight a bit about the committee before tonight. But she brings, I think, a distinguished background that from an architecture standpoint, and certainly experience in building various schools from universities down to some K through 12 experience that I think would be extremely useful to this committee. And we welcome you, Lynn, and we'll ask you to introduce yourself, and then we can go around the table with who's here, and they can introduce themselves for you, and then post that, we'll kick off the approve the minutes from the group.
Great. Well, thank you very much. I have had the pleasure of speaking to you and George, exchanged a few emails with Steve, Catherine, and others. I'm really excited to be here. I think, Mike, for your edification, probably my claim to fame as it comes to Needham is I'm Ian Riley's mom. So you probably don't recognize me like I was off the football field, but that's how you and I know each other going back to like the first grade.
Oh, for sure. That's funny.
In fact, you know, I think they just went out the other night. Mike and Ian were out with some of the old crew.
Nice.
And that's my claim to fame here. I have 3 boys. I've lived here, I don't know, Ian's 27, so 28 years. I have been busy working full time as an architect that whole time, doing all the things that Stuart just mentioned. And I'm looking forward to seeing what I can bring to the committee. I know I'm filling big shoes following Natasha, so we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. Maybe I'll just start with Richard. You introduce yourself, and then we'll go to Erwin. And since you know George, we'll go to the others.
Sure. Hi, Lynn. Richard Cream here. I'm am the attorney member of the board. I'm actually in financial services. That's my specialty. But I have a solid resume that I think that qualified me for the board, having served on the finance committee for many years and longtime town meeting member, lifelong resident of the town, and I really so enjoyed my tenure here so far, and again, welcome aboard.
And Richard is the vice chair of the committee, Lynn. Erwin?
When you say lifelong, do you mean lifelong from birth?
Lifelong from infancy.
Wow. That is a unique quality about Needham. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't think I can top that longevity. Welcome, Lynn. Welcome to the committee. It's a great committee. I've been involved with the committee for many, many years, not as long as Richard, but many years. I'm an environmental engineer, and I changed careers about 15 years ago, and I currently teach high school science in Taunton. But I think you'll find this a rewarding experience. Some people on the committee are just fantastic, and so are the projects.
Excellent. All right. I don't think I've met Steve or Hank or Mike. Maybe I could ask you, Steve, and then just we'll go to Hank and then Mike to say hello. And unfortunately, you have to look at Ken's icon there, but we'll ask Ken to say hello too. So, Steve.
Hi, Lynn. Steve Popper. I'm the director for design and construction, the department that supports the PVVC. We've got a small group of project managers that are involved and oversee the various projects that we have, both from the design stage into construction. And I'll introduce the other folks. Hank?
Hello and welcome, Lynn. I am also an architect by training. Worked with worked with Ben Thompson for 27 years, and
Wow, awesome.
then with Elkis Manfredi. And it's great to have another architect around. And Steve didn't mention that he's trained as an engineer as well.
Thank you. I am a civil engineer by background, actually a structural engineer.
So welcome aboard.
Thanks so much.
Yes, I'm next. Hi, Len. So we do know each other from way back, but I'm a project manager with the group. Been here since beginning of 2016 in January, and have enjoyed every minute of it. So we've got a great group here, obviously led by Steve and the PVBC, and we've done a lot of work in town. I'm sure George has told you, and we hope to continue to do a lot more.
So for your notes, Hank has been running some projects. Sunita Williams is the last big one that he did, and then Mike did the Memorial Park, the Rosemary Lake facility, and then others that you guys had done. And then I'll go to Ken, and then I'll go to Catherine.
Yeah.
Did I get those right?
Yeah, also the Mitchell modulars we did, and now we're working on the fire stations and police stations.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the high school edition as well, recent high school edition.
Yeah. And then Ken, who is leading the whole public safety.
Hi, Lynn,
project.
welcome to the board. As Stuart said, I'm on the public safety project, police fire, the public safety headquarters downtown and Fire Station 2 up in the Heights. My background is in civil engineering with a concentration in construction. So that's where I come from. I've been, when I started a little over 3 years ago now, I went right into the public safety project. So that's my first one with the town.
Excellent. And then Catherine?
Let's see, am I on?
You're
I'm
on.
the administrative specialist for the committee, so I handle all the paperwork and process the contracts and stuff like that. And I've been working for supporting the committee since 1997.
You're really in
Keeping us
charge.
Totally straight.
Catherine's really in charge. Got it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot
think-
more support to committee.
I think Catherine is the second longest serving member associated with PBBC. I think you were hired the first year we were in existence, Catherine.
Yeah, a little bit the 1997.
Right, one year after. And
Right.
I had one other comment I wanted to make. I don't know if I beat everybody on the committee, but we're just celebrating our 52nd year here in Needham. We moved in 1969 and haven't moved since then.
Stay.
Is that the victory for longevity here?
That's not fair, because that means Richard has to tell us how old he is. So that's.
Yeah, that's okay.
I can say for the record that it is not the record for longevity.
Oh,
Leave it at that.
that's not fair.
at least 53, Richard, then, right? Okay.
Okay. Well, I know he's more than 52.
Excellent. And then
You don't
finally,
look it, Richard.
Steve Gentile, you want to just introduce yourself, and then we'll move to the agendas.
Hi, Lynn. I'm Steve Gentile. I was working in the building design and construction department, and now I'm working with the building maintenance department. So I worked on the police fire project and the Jack Cogswell project. And welcome aboard. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, and look forward to moving forward with Lynn as a committee member. Roy and Jean, you'll be able to meet in the next meeting. Okay, with that said, without Roy or Jean, I don't know if we have enough to do the approved minutes, but I would look for a motion to approve minutes and then we can validate.
Mr. Chair, I will move the approval of the minutes of the, I believe it was July 12th meeting.
Second that.
Okay. All right. And given that we are on Zoom and we will follow the procedures that we've had for a time, we will do a roll call vote. Richard?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Irwin?
Stuart, I don't think I was at that meeting.
Can you confirm, Catherine, on the meeting minutes?
No, you were not, I don't think.
Okay. So the chair is aye. That leaves us with 3 votes. Is that sufficient? We need a 4th.
We need a 4th, so
Yeah.
we can vote on it next meeting.
Okay, we'll have to pause the next meeting. Okay. Let's make a note. Okay, thank you. All right. We will then move to the public safety complex. We will turn that over to you, Ken, I believe, and I think everybody has through their email the agenda, the project status update, and then we will have some voting items for that at the end. Hey, you could show us the agenda, but you can't show your face?
Yeah. It's a different app.
All right, it's all yours, Ken.
Steve, do you, have you brought in Miles, Keith, and the Chiefs?
They're not here, Ken. No, I did invite them, but I'm not
I
receiving.
got a text from Keith saying both he and Miles are getting the meeting will start in a moment message.
Huh.
And Steve, I've got on my phone, you are in a practice session.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can adjust something.
Same here. I have that on
Yeah.
mine, Steve, too.
I have that too.
I thought you just hadn't brought them in, Steve. That's why I texted Keith back to say, hold on.
I'm not sure what to do here. Never had this one before.
They should probably just go out and try to come back in.
Let me tell him to try that.
We don't have to stop our meeting, do we? For all of us to go out, or do you have to set a setting, Steve?
I'm not sure, Stuart.
I think we could still have the meeting with that statement, you are in a practice session. As long as we can get them into the meeting.
It's just the label of it.
Well, I'm wondering whether the public can enter if it's just a practice session. I don't know.
Yeah, because maybe they don't have that participant status, Steve. Maybe is that what might be doing it?
You, Catherine, if you re-invite them to the meeting, send them an updated invite in the corner of the participant panel, the little invite. If you re-invite them, I think they should be able to get in.
Steve, do you want to do that?
Can I invite them through Outlook again?
Should be able to.
Oh, I think you can just, yeah.
All right, I sent them an update.
I just let Keith know, and he's gonna let Miles know.
So we will wait a few minutes till they come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, you can just press the invite button on the participant. Click on the invite and it'll say, do you want me to send a new invite? And you say yes, and you just type it in and they'll be sent this invite.
Keith says he's updating now. See what happens.
Okay.
All right, I just resent them a new invite through the email, according to what Lynn proposed.
Lynn, for your information, the folks we're trying to bring in are the consultants, the architect and the construction manager.
Understood.
Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but maybe we should go out, I'll go out and come back in and I'll uncheck the practice session piece.
Yeah, Keith's saying it's still saying it will begin soon. And you're not seeing them, right, Steve?
No, Dennis just sent me an email that he
If you
can't get in.
stop the recording, Steve, and do you have, if you stop the recording in operation?